The benefit also is for the person that's involved, right? Because there's a transformation that's happening in their life.
Always learning.
What are some of the things that you've seen happen and that have happened for you?
Oh my goodness. I have had people, again, who have sort of when they first start out, they love their animals, but the animals are sort of distant. They're taking care of them, but it's sort of a distant feeling. And then as they learn more about the animals, and of course they, have certain problems with the animals, and we find out what's going on from the animal's perspective, people start to go, oh my gosh. And they start to realize the spiritual nature of the animals and their own spiritual nature. So you get people who, you can almost see the cages breaking, the bars of their own cages breaking. And I'll have horse people who were trained to use force on horses in ways that the horse is objecting to. And when they find out, and the horse gives a program. I mean, I've had horses tell me, if you work with me like this, I'll be happy to work with you. I'll be happy to jump and run. I love to jump and run. But I don't like it when you're jerking back on me or digging your heels into me or your body is tense. And they give the person a whole program. And I'll tell you that what happens to people, they just change and they start teaching people. Some of these people are advanced people teaching dressage or teaching other people, and they start to shift and they go, let's approach the horse differently. Let's listen to them.
Right.
And the change in the horses, I mean, over and over again, I see the changes and they just do so much better. And they have hurts too. I'll give you an example of one horse. The person was wanting to sell the horse, and she had had the horse for a certain amount of time, and she wanted to sell the horse. She wanted to do another kind of activity that this horse wasn't good at. Okay, well, here she's about to sell the horse, but the horse gets very, very ill. The vet couldn't do anything about it. The vet did everything they could, and they said, I'm sorry, we've done everything we can. So she called me, and the horse, is just hanging his head. And he says, I love her, and she doesn't love me. She wants to get rid of me. And so I said, the horse said, if I get ill, she won't get rid of me. She won't be able to get rid of me because nobody will want to buy me.
Right.
And the horse was so sad. That was part of the illness.
The illness.
Just tremendous grief. And the person was like shocked. She was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe that a horse could feel this much. I mean, you could see her whole world was kind of shifting. And I said, yes, he really loves you and does not want to be kind of sold down the river.
Away,
and she said, well, I want to do this activity. He doesn't want to do it. So I asked the horse, and the horse said, well, we can do this. I can't do that activity. I'm not built for that. I don't like it. I don't like to jump, etc. But we could ride together. She likes to ride. And anyway, we worked it all out, and the person decided not to sell the horse. And she actually shifted so that they developed a new career together. So people shift too. It's not just the animals shifting. Of course, the horse got happy and lifted out. The horse was not ill anymore.
Right.
And they had a life together.
So this shows that the work actually helps with misunderstandings, behavior problems, psychosomatic situations in relation to illnesses and injuries, right?
It's quite amazing what changes. And again, you always refer to vets because vets have their job. That's what their work is about.
Right.
And so, but many times people refer to the vets, and the vet finds, well, the animal's still not getting better. And then we find out that there's other things going on with the animal that need to be addressed.
Yeah.
Again, on the emotional end, on the spiritual end, that can't be addressed necessarily by physical means.